Hello once again, welcome to Mima's Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this beautiful and simple purse here. So this is a nice sling bag to crochet, and even if you're a crochet beginner, this one is easy to crochet. So this is our purse, then the inside of the bag, and if you want you can line your sling bag. So let's see what we're going to need for us to crochet this purse. So you're going to need a scissors, a crochet hook. This one here is a 4mm crochet hook, and it corresponds to the size and thickness of yarn that I'm going to be using. This is macrame cord and it is about 3mm thick. However, you can use any other type of yarn that you have that corresponds to a 4mm thick crochet hook. You're also going to need tapestry needle for fastening off and joining the purse. You're also going to need a chain. If you don't have this, you can just crochet a handle. You're also going to need 2 stitch markers and then a lock. So let's begin. So going to begin with a chain of 26. So you want your foundation chain to be in the multiples of 2. So here I'm going to wrap my yarn around my hand and make a slip knot like this. So I'm going to do 26 chains. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to continue and come back with 26 chains. I now have 26 chains, and we're going to be crocheting in US terms. So our first row is going to be single crochet in US terms, and in UK terms it's double crochet. So here your chain, you're going to turn it so that you insert your hook through these back bars here. So you're going to skip this one, the first one from the hook, and then insert into the second one. So I'm going to come, pull through, yarn over, and then pull through. So this is my first single crochet. So again, into the next back bar like this, yarn over, and then pull through again into the following. Okay, so I'm going to continue up until all the chains are done. So I finished my first row, and at this point, because we skipped the first chain from the hook, you find that the total number of our stitches is 25. So at the end here, to maintain straight edges, I'm going to chain 1 and then 10. So this chain 1 does not count as a stitch. So this is the chain 1 that we just did, so we do not crochet into that stitch. So next we're going to crochet single crochet again, but this time we're going to be inserting our hook below these 2 loops at the top of the stitch. This one. So you come here, grab your yarn and pull through, yarn over, and then pull through again in the next stitch below those 2 loops, and then pull through in the following, and then pull through like this. So you're going to continue up until you're at the end of the row. So here at the end, make sure that you crochet into the very last stitch. So here we finished the second row. Moving on to the next row, you chain 1 and then you 10. So again, we're going to be repeating what we did with the second row. You insert your hook below the top 2 loops here of the stitch, grab your yarn, pull through, and over, and then pull through. Work a single crochet in the following like that. So we're going to continue working 1 single crochet in each stitch up until the row is done, up until we have 34 rows, and then come back. Also, make sure that at the end of each row you're doing a chain 1, which doesn't count as a stitch, and make sure that you're maintaining the same number of stitches. We have 25 depending on the number that you have. So let's do that and then come back. So here I now have 34 rows, and if you're to measure the height, it's 23.5, and if you want your purse to be bigger, you just increase the number of rows here before you crochet the lead. So here we're going to change the pattern. We're crocheting single crochet. Now we're going to be alternating half double crochet and slip stitch. So you begin your row with slip stitch, and the last stitch of the row is also going to be slip stitch. So here at the end of this row, I'm going to chain 1, just like we were doing before. So I chain 1 and then I turn. So the first stitch is going to be a slip stitch. Okay, so this one. So I'm going to insert here and work a slip stitch, pull through the loop on the hook like this. And then the next stitch is going to be half double crochet. So you yarn over, insert, pick up a loop, 3 loops from the hook, yarn over, pull through all the 3 loops on the hook. The next stitch, slip stitch, insert, pull through, and then pull through the loop on the hook. The next stitch, half double crochet like this. So I'm going to alternate. The next one, slip stitch, the next one, half double crochet like this. So I'm going to alternate slip stitch, half double crochet up until I'm at the end of this row. So here I'm now left with these 2 stitches. I just did a slip stitch, so my next stitch is going to be half double crochet like this. Then the last stitch is going to be slip stitch. Okay, so this row of half double crochet and slip stitch is done. So I chain 1 and then we turn. So this next row is going to be single crochet. So here you may want to turn your stitches so that you can see these top loops of the stitches. So here in the first stitch we're going to put single crochet, and we're going to be putting single crochet in each stitch up until we finish the row. So you turn and you insert your hook below the 2 loops like this, and then you work a single crochet in the next one, a single crochet like this, in the next one, single crochet. So I'm going to continue up until I'm at the end of the row. So I've completed row 36. So we've done row 35 and row 36. Now moving on to row 37, we're going to repeat row 35. So that means we'll be alternating slip stitch and half double crochet. So the first stitch, as we mentioned earlier on, is going to be slip stitch, and then the next half double crochet. Slip stitch, half double crochet. Okay, like this. So we're going to repeat row 35 and row 36 up until we have 44 rows, and then come back. Welcome back. So here I've done 46 rows, and instead of 44 I've added 2 more to make them 46 from the start up to here. So if you want to increase the height of your lead, you can keep on increasing the rows using this pattern. So here we can just measure. The height of our purse is 32 centimeters, and then the width 20 centimeters. So now I'm going to mark this first stitch, this one. We want to crochet it right round along the edges here, single crochet. So this is just to make sure that we come back and we know the point that we're going to stop. So here at this edge here, we're going to be putting 1 single crochet for each row. So you just find a space to insert your hook, and then you work a single crochet, because we don't have defined stitches along this edge. So here at this corner you put 2 stitches. So already we have this single crochet that I've put in the stitch. So I'm going to put another one like this. to make them two, sorry, not in here but rather in this one, to make them two like this. So here for this next row, just find somewhere to insert your hook, okay, along the edge. So I'm going to insert here and then work a single crochet, and then the next one, this one again, let's insert here, and then for this one I'm going to come here, for this one here, okay, so you should do it neatly. This one like this. So this is going to be the right side of the purse, and then this is going to be the wrong side of the purse. So I'm going to continue up until I'm at this point here. So welcome back. So here I'm now at this corner, so I'm going to put 2 stitches again in this corner, but we're going to put them in this stitch. So you'll find that this side we have stitches. This is our foundation row. So here I'm going to come this one, and then we crochet a single crochet. That's 1. Again in the same stitch we make them 2, and then in the following just continue putting 1 single crochet. So for this side it's easier because you've got these loops, these stitches, so you just insert below these loops like this. So I'm just going to continue here up until I'm at this point, and then again in this stitch I'm going to put 2 single crochets, and then we continue this side putting 1 single crochet along each edge just like we did this side. So let's continue here up until we're back here. So here I've done this side, and I'm now at this corner here. So you've seen that I've put 2 stitches in this corner. I also want to show you that as you crochet along you can hide this tail, okay? So you may also want to cut it to just make it a bit short. So I'm going to be putting 1 single crochet for each row. So you find that this tail is along the edge like this, and I'm hiding it as we crochet like this. And then in the next stitch, so you put it on top, okay, like this, then you crochet on top of it like this. So I'm just going to continue, and let's meet in the stitch. So here I'm now back here at the point where we marked earlier on. So to finish off, I'm just going to cut here and take a tapestry needle, and then insert below the 2 loops of this first stitch like this, then pull through. And then you're going to come on top of this last stitch that we did, and then insert here, this. Okay, so next you just hide the yarn. This is the wrong side, so you just hide it. You might want to use fabric glue or a lighter here just to keep this end in place. Okay, so next we want to join our purse. So here this is going to be the right side of the purse, and this is the lid. So I'm going to turn it. So I'm going to fold, like this, so that this becomes the lid at the top. Okay, so here I'm just going to mark these 2 stitches, okay, like this. So we want to make sure that what we do on this side is the same as this. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to count my stitches here so that we mark the other side. So I'm going to begin in this one. So from this point back to this point we have 33 stitches. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to mark this stitch at the corner here. And we're going to start counting in that stitch. So this one here is the stitch number 33. So we're going to mark and join like this. Okay. So next we want to join the sides like that. So I have my tapestry needle and my yarn. I'm going to come. So here you find that these stitches we have 2 loops at the top. So we're just going to be joining the back loops, the outer loops that are close to each other only. Okay. So here I'm going to insert here like this. So leave a tail here to fasten off later. I'm just going to repeat this first one here. Again, we'll move to the next. Move to the following stitches, the back loop of the side, and this one. So here we can remove the stitch marker here. Okay, like this. So we've joined this side. So I'm just going to put this needle back inside so that we fasten it off. So you can turn the bag inside out and then you hide this yarn inside the bag and then you cut. So here we also want to use this yarn, this tail here, to join the chain to the bag. Okay, so here I've attached this also in place. So we're going to come this side and join just as we did this side and also attach the other end of the chain. So let's do that and then come back. Welcome back. So we've joined our pads. So it's almost finished. That. So next we want to attach this lock here. So So if you don't have this, you can just put a buttonhole here and then attach button on the other side here. So here you can count the number of stitches that you have here to make sure that you put in the middle. Welcome back. So this is our purse and it is done. Okay. So thank you for watching Miriam's Crafts. Please do subscribe, like and comment for more videos. Thank you.